Hey folks, welcome back to another video. Today I will be showing you how to execute your first script. What that means is that I'll show you how to write code and actually run it. All right, so let's get started. Before I actually show you how to do that, I want to talk to you about Sublime Text. So you can think of Sublime Text as a software that you can use to write code in. So for example, you know how you have a Word document where you can type all the documents, or you have Excel sheet where you can put in all of your numbers and do all of the magic. Sublime Text is one of the many softwares that you can use to write code and execute it, or which means run it. It's a pretty simple code editor, you can call it. There are many other code editors, but you can explore that by yourself. But just when you're starting off, Sublime Text is something that I would recommend because that's something I got started with and it's pretty simple. So depending on what um, OS you're working with, download it. And once you have it downloaded and you run it, this is something that it should look like, right? And once you open it, what I would recommend is that in the last video, you saw how to print a statement, right? So let's say you want to print something and you want to run that script. Let's say print, and then you want to write, hello, this is my first program, right? So there are a couple of things that I want you to keep in mind when you're typing this. The first thing is you want to start off with the word print. And everything that you want to print goes into the parentheses. You open up a parenthesis and you close it. And then you need to put everything that you actually want to print in double quotes. So double quotes, you write whatever you want to, and then double quotes again to close it. And once you want to save it, you hit Command S, or you just say File, Save As. Always hit Save As, and I'll tell you why. Right, name the file as whatever you want to name it, but make sure that in the end it is saved as py. So py means it stands for Python. That is the extension of the file. So you're telling the computer this is a Python file and treat it as such. The other thing that I would also want you to keep a track of is that know what folder you're saving the file in. So I am saving it in this file called Learn Python with me. And I'm going to remember that. And I'll tell you why that's important. And you hit save. Sure, let me replace it. And once you've saved it, like you know it's good. The other thing that I want you to be super careful about is that you see this X turned to a dot, which basically means that it doesn't have the latest changes. So you just want to hit Command S. When the circle changes to an X, you know all of the changes have been saved. So let's say I want to just say, oh, I want to correct the spelling, right? FIRST. Okay, and you see that it's a dot here instead of an X. That means it's not been saved. So you hit Command S, or Shift S, or Control S, I think, in Windows, and then it should be saved. And when you know it's just an X and nothing else, you know it's been saved. So how do you run it, right? How do you execute this program? So in the previous video, you saw that you need to go to the terminal. How can you go to the terminal? You can hit the um, command space, or even like type in terminal, and then you'll get a window that's something similar to this. Once you have this, you want to go to the folder where you have saved the file, right? So for me, I know that I have saved it in this folder called Learn Python with me, right? So um, these are a few command lines which I will walk you through. So ls means list all the folders that are in the folder. So when you see this tilde right here, it means it's in the home folder. It isn't in any subfolder, it's in the home folder. So, and when you say ls, it means it's listing. Ls means list all of the folders that are in the home folder. And I make it a point to save all of my code in this folder that I created called dev. So let's go to dev, and the way you go to the dev folder is by using the command cd right before the folder that you want to go to. So what does CD mean? CD stands for change directory. It means that go to this particular folder, and which folder? It's dev. So and now you see it went from tilde, which means home folder, to the dev folder. It's basically telling you, hey, I'm no longer in the home folder, I'm in the dev folder, right? And from here, I want to go to the learn Python with me folder. So I will do learn Python with me folder, right? And then enter, and then I do ls. So what is it telling me? It's telling me, hey, I'm in this folder. You see that it was dev, and then I said go to this folder, and how I did it is that I said cd, that means change directory, to this one, and then learn Python with me, and then I do ls here, which means I'm telling, you know what, give me all the files that I have in this folder. So you see that the script, that means the file that we just created, is right there. So what I'll tell is I'll just write the name of the file, right? My first script. I'll write the whole name with the extension, and I'll hit enter. Oh, right, and you need to do Python, this guy, and here you see that whatever was printed in my file was executed. So what happened here, right? You're basically telling uh, your computer, use Python like with my file. So execute this particular file with Python. And as soon as I did that, it said this is my first program. This is so much fun, right? Let's do that again. Let's go back and let's say I want to hit a new file. And this time I'll say I want to print something else. And what do I want to print? I will print today I wrote my first Python program. Yay. Awesome. So what do we need to do? We need to hit save, right? We will go to file save as, and then let's just rename this to my second script. And what did I say? Like, always put the extension as py so that your computer recognizes that it's a Python file. And then you hit save, right? And you go back to your terminal. And then now if I do ls, which means list everything that's in the folder, I should see two files, not one. So if I do ls, it shows me that there are two files, the one that I previously created and the one that I have right now. So my second script. And this time I want to execute my second script. So what do I write? You write the first word Python. That means you're telling the your computer, use Python to execute whatever script that you want to execute. So you'll say Python, and then you hit the second script, and you see the output. Today I wrote my first Python program. Yay, that's awesome. I see that little typo there. That's okay. Awesome. I hope that worked for you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I know all of this is might seem a little overwhelming in the beginning, but trust me, you'll get used to it. When I started it, it was definitely a lot for me to take in as well. But take it step by step. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Awesome. So let's wrap up the video here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. I would really appreciate that. And keep checking this playlist back. I'll try to come up with videos every single week so that you can learn Python with me. Awesome. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon. Peace.